Hello, my name is Isaiah Villicana, and welcome to my presentation on media coverage of the Gaza conflict and ceasefire negotiations. I will be comparing Fox News and CNN and looking how they frame the same event differently. These differences can influence public perception and contribute to political polarization, a few of the topics I'll be talking about today. Here on the cover page, we'll see the logos of the two outlets and a map of the Gaza Strip to help contextualize the location of these events. This slide highlights how Fox News and CNN use different frames and tones to shape their coverage of the same event. Fox News presents the ceasefire negotiations as a strategic opportunity, emphasizing diplomatic ambition and portraying Trump as a key figure in expanding peace throughout the Abraham Accords. Their tone is optimistic and achievement oriented, focusing on leadership and regional progress. In contrast, CNN's framing is more cautious, pointing to the undefined aspects of the agreement and the continued military tension in Gaza. Their tone suggests uncertainty and complexity, portraying the situation as fragile and unresolved. These differences in tone and framing reflect each's outlet's political leanings and influence how their audience interpret both the conflict and Trump's role in it. Understanding these contrasts is essential to recognizing how media shapes perception and reinforces existing beliefs. This slide illustrates how Fox News and CNN highlight different voices to frame the Gaza ceasefire negotiations, ultimately shaping public perception of the conflict. Fox News places figures like Donald Trump, Benjamin Netanyahu, and other U.S. and Israeli leaders at the forefront, presenting them as authoritative voices driving diplomacy and regional stability. By amplifying these perspectives, Fox News creates a narrative of progress and achievement, suggesting that Trump's leadership is central to expanding peace throughout the Abraham Accords. In contrast, CNN downplays these official voices and instead emphasizes the uncertainty of the negotiations and the ongoing instability in Gaza, while mentioning just a few U.S. and Israeli political faces, portraying the situation as fragile and unresolved. The difference in those perspectives that are elevated, leadership versus humanitarian and logistical concerns, demonstrates how media framing influences audiences, reinforcing political polarization by aligning coverage with what each outlet's viewers expect to see. Here we focus on how media outlets shape public perception through framing. As discussed in my essay, Fox News and CNN report on the same event, Trump's push for a Gaza ceasefire, but, present it through different lenses. Fox News emphasizes diplomatic ambition and leadership, portraying Trump as a strategic figure advancing peace in the Middle East. CNN, on the other hand, highlights the uncertainties and unresolved aspects of the negotiation, suggesting a more cautious and complex reality. The differences in tone, language, and whose voices are prioritized influence how audiences interpret the situation. Media framing doesn't just inform, it guides public opinion, reinforces existing beliefs, and deepens political polarization. Recognizing this helps us approach news critically and develop a more balanced understanding of the global conflicts going on in our world right now. The comparison between Fox News and CNN reveals how much media framing can influence not just how we understand political events, but how we engage with democracy itself. When news outlets present the same story through different tones, language, and perspectives, they can shape public perception in ways that reinforce existing beliefs and deepen the polarization. In a democracy, access to diverse viewpoints is essential, but so is the ability to critically evaluate how those viewpoints are constructed. Recognizing media bias and framing helps us become more informed citizens capable of questioning narratives rather than passively absorbing them. As we close, I hope this presentation encourages all of us to read more critically, think more independently, and remain aware of how media shapes the lens through which we view the world. That awareness is not just a skill, but it's a responsibility in a functioning democracy. Thank you.